All right, here we go. Rick James, part 12. Because y'all want to do it. We'll do it live. Rick James was in Buffalo, New York. Uh-oh. He was in Buffalo, New York. And while in Buffalo, New York, they were going to the movies. And I don't know what was out in 3D. It might have been Friday the 13th or something. But it was a 3D movie. Movies was like $2 or $3 at the time. Rick bought like a whole thing of tickets, everybody in there, and they all high as a kite. Rick in there smoking, he in there chilling, watching the movie. And Rick jumped up, oh man, damn! I want to use these glasses. I'm putting these glasses on, baby, on stage. So he got up, he's inspired by the movie. Rick get out the movie theater, charged. He come home, he go to the studio, that's what I need. I need 3D. That's what Rick James need. All that show gonna be bad. All I need to do is put these 3D glasses on to get them to everybody. They can see Rick James in 3D on stage. That was Rick. It don't work that way. What the hell you mean it don't work? I just watched it in the movie theater. The damn knife was coming in my eyeball. I want 3D. I want the people get the glasses. And the dude said the glasses came free in the newspaper. You can get them in the newspaper. So they ain't worth nothing. They could look at me and see Rick James in 3D on stage. I want it. Make it happen. They said, Rick, what we could do is make a film of you in 3D. You watched a film. You didn't watch a man on stage in 3D throwing a knife at you. Now, if you want to make a music video in 3D, we can talk about that. They was, yeah, I want to make it in 3D. So now you want people at home that's watching it, Rick, to get 3D glasses. So the one guy said, you know what? Why are we arguing with Rick James? Let's just take his money. So the guy was just like, yes, Rick, I'll get on it right now. You say 3D glasses in the crowd so they can see you in 3D? Yeah. Okay, let me see if I can make it happen. That's what I'm talking about. See, your ass gonna be fired. Because you ain't listening to Rick. This man's listening to me. Right, I want the people in the crowd to see me. So the other guy's like, dude, you know that ain't gonna happen. He was like, this guy's gonna pay us to give people 3D glasses, and they won't be able to see nothing in 3D. Who fault that's gonna be? Not our fault. We gonna get paid. So never tell him he's wrong. So Rick is inspired. Rick is like, yeah, I'm gonna have a 3D show. So Rick got on these 3D glasses and was like, Rick James in 3D. Everybody like, oh man, it's finna be crazy. So somebody told him like, man, Rick, you know you can't get no 3D on stage. Who told you that? Man, the manager guy told me he could do it. Rick, they lying, man. Can't nobody see you in 3D. All they gonna see is red and blue. No, when you open your eyes at the same time, it turned into a 3D thing. He was, no, Rick, they just gonna see red and blue. So, Rick did a show. They gave some of the audience 3D. They was like, Rick, you gotta wear a certain outfit. This guy was robbing him blind. The guy was like, look, I ain't been arguing with Rick James. And Rick told him, man, they say they can't see it. He was like, yes, they can, Rick. You just gotta wear the 3D material so that it come out in 3D. Now, if you wear these rhinestone things and stuff, that's gonna be shining and glowing in their eyes when they put the 3D glasses on. Trust me, Rick. The guy was like, all right, that's what I'm talking about. He was like, I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about, Rick. We gonna do a test. Rick was sitting over there. They's like, Rick, you put the 3D glasses on. And look at this outfit. Rick had on the black. It had the sparkling dots. They was, look at it, Rick. Rick looked at it. He was like, Rick, now tell me, ain't no doggone 3D. Rick was, man, that thing is jumping at me, baby. I told you Rick James in 3D. Rick believed it was in 3D. Hold on. Sorry about that. I gotta answer this girl. actually in 3D. Rick did a show. They didn't have enough 3D glasses when they did the show. They didn't have enough 3D glasses for everybody in the crowd. So the crowd was upset because they all wanted to see it in 3D. The crowd believed Rick James was in 3D. I swear to God. They was like, I want the glasses. So it was a big commotion. Rick James in 3D. And everybody was putting on these 3D glasses, seeing it red and blue. They was on so much LSD and everything else, they were just floating anyway. They was high as a kite. Rick James was just in regular red and blue. And one of the media guys who wrote up the thing like, Rick James wasn't in 3D unless you were high. It was a regular outfit. I didn't see any 3D effects at all. You a hater. This guy here, he just hates Rick James. These people thought it was great. So that just goes to show you how mental perception, how it goes. That guy made $12,000 off Rick James believing in 3D. That people could see him in 3D if they just put on 3D glasses. Vintage Rick James. And I'm quite sure it was Friday the 13th, part 3. Quite sure.